The Soulsborne games are some of my favorite games of all time. Bloodborne is literally tied as my favorite game I've ever played. And as of right now, I've 100%ed all the games in the series that I've finished. But despite that, there's a couple games I still haven't beaten in the series, and one I actually really hate. You read the title of the video, it's Dark Souls 2. So, since I really wanted to for some reason, I decided to start a fresh run on the base version of Dark Souls 2 and grind out the 100%. And since Steam counts them as two separate games, and tracks their achievements separately, I'm gonna go back after I'm done and 100% the Scholar of the First Sin version too. Now, this is gonna be a bit of a long one, so let's get into it. I start the run by trying my best to make a pretty woman in FromSoft's terrible character creator, which gives us our first of 38 achievements. I decided to go with a dex build for this one. After that, I make my way to Majula. God damn, Majula. Dark Souls 2's achievements are fairly straightforward on paper. Beat most of the bosses, finish the game, find every covenant, complete NPC quests, find every spell in the game, but in reality, a lot of these are nightmarish and extremely tedious. That last one requiring upwards of 10 hours of grinding, just for 2 spells. Anyways, we can go talk to this loser in Majula to get our second achievement, and interact with this big-ass rock to get our third. I grab both Estus flasks and make my way to the Forest of Fallen Giants. I rush to the bonfire with the crazy hag, exhaust her dialogue so she'll move to Majula, and have our first death to the optional pursuer fight, giving us our 4th achievement. Awesome. And after that, I beat the last giant in a very easy fight for our 5th. We're making pretty good pace right now. Before I move to the next area, I clean up a few requirements for later achievements that are here. I talk to Kale and send him to Majula, and I don't fight the pursuer before heading to Hyde's Tower of Flame. I love this area. It's one of my favorites in the entire series. Dark Souls 2 nailed its outdoor level design. I pull the 2 switches around the area, lowering the bridge to Ornstein, before going and beating the Dragon Rider in another easy fight. I exhaust Lycia's dialogue to send her to Majula, and I actually backtrack to go and fight Ornstein. I'd have to later anyways, and the souls would be most useful to me right now. And then apparently I decide that now is the optimal time to fight the pursuer. I truly am a genius. Anyways, after that I make my way down to No Man's Wharf. There isn't really a lot we need to do here. Meet Lukatiel, ring the bell, send Carhillion to Majula, and summon Lukatiel for the boss. I fucking hate these enemies, dude. I hate this game too. Thank God Lukatiel's sitting in the back not doing a damn fucking thing! I hate Dark Souls 2. I literally just said 2 seconds ago I was enjoying myself. Oh, Scimitar at risk, huh? Okay. That's fantastic. No, that's great. Good job, Lukatiel. You didn't do a damn fucking thing. Let's make the boss harder for fun. Defeat the Flexile Sentry, grab the Pyromancy, and head to the Lost Bastille. Once again, there's not really a whole lot we need to do here outside of standard progression stuff. Light a bonfire, go back to the Pursuer Arena, because I forgot to interact with the nest, light this bonfire, and talk to Lukatiel. Yeah, thanks for all your help during the boss fight earlier. Then we fight the Ruined Sentinels, grab a sorcery behind the illusory wall, and free stride. Before we continue to Sinner's Rise, we actually need to go and fight the Belfry Gargoyles first. We can talk to this dwarf to get our 6th achievement, and beat the gargoyles in a very annoying fight, and retrieve the Bastille Key. Awful boss. Terrible boss. After that we summon Lukatiel, and we're off to fight the Lost Sinner. The Lost Sinner is a piss-easy boss. So much so that in New Game Plus they have to throw a few Pyromancers in there to make it even a little bit of a challenge. That was really fucking annoying. I was gonna be so mad if Lukatiel died. I take her down with little effort required, and light the Primal Bonfire for our 7th achievement. After that we're on to the Huntsman's Copse. This area kinda sucks. It's not very fun. Its enemy placement is annoying, the bosses suck, and the bonfires are probably in the worst places they could possibly be. But we pushed through anyways.
The first NPC in the area, Falcon, won't be useful to us for another 15 minutes.
So we ignore him and reach the second bonfire. I spend way too many attempts trying to get this Covenant item when I realize I can just walk over to it instead of jumping. After that, I forgot to record the boss fights. God damn it. The Skeleton Lords and the Executioner Chariot are probably the worst bosses in the game. Here's my tier list. And I gotta fight them 2 more times, so it really doesn't matter. But I'm still gonna be mad about it. Anyways, onto the Harvest Valley. There's genuinely 2 things here we need. Talk to Chloanne, exhaust her dialogue to send her to Majula, join the Warriors of Sunlight Covenant for our 8th achievement, and defeat the Covetous Demon. This fight is already easy as hell, but it's even easier if you use a bow to destroy these pots with the enemies inside them. He'll spend the entire fight eating them while you have free reign to beat the shit out of him. There is literally nothing we need to grab in the Earthen Peak. Speak to Lowkey, light the windmill on fire, and fight the boss. Before we continue, I decided to backtrack a bit. We can go back to the Cathedral of Blue to join the Blue Sentinels Covenant using the item I got by throwing myself off a cliff repeatedly. After that, we can go to Majula, buy all of Laddersmith Gilligan's ladders, and exhaust his dialogue. These 2 things give us our 9th and 10th achievements respectively. The Iron Keep is probably the area in the game I end up spending the most time in. If you've played Dark Souls 2, you know how hellish the Iron Keep is, so I won't even cover that aspect. Let it be known, though, that I was practically being tortured. I start by throwing myself in the fire in order to grab this key, lower the bridge, and grab the dull ember. Then we summon Lowkey to beat the bricks off the smelter demon.
What? Oh yeah, just change up your fucking moves. Okay.
Then we make it to Belfry Soul. There will be plenty of torture for us here later, but for now we just gotta clear the area and grab the Pyromancy in the back. Back in the Iron Keep, the only things we have left to worry about is the Chaos Storm Pyromancy and the old Iron King himself, but there's one problem. The Pyromancy requires a shitload of fire damage resistance to grab, and I didn't have the stats to even equip the Flash Sweat Pyromancy, let alone use it. So I opted to just go ahead and wait until New Game Plus to get it. That just leaves the Iron King himself. He's an incredibly easy boss, aside from when he does this shit.
First time all match I get hit. Are we fucking serious? What the fuck? What?
So we take him down pretty quickly and light the Primal Bonfire for our 11th achievement. At this point I was still trying to get the Pyromancy I said we're skipping, so I went to the Shaded Woods and freed Rosabeth before giving her a change of clothes, which gives us our 12th achievement. And now we're ready to venture down the pit. Most sane people skip the Grave of Saints, using the 12,000 soul ladder from Gilligan. Sadly, we have to go through the Grave of Saints for a few reasons. Activate the Pharos Lock to extend the bridge so we can grab the hex that's on the other side. After that, we have to take down the best boss in the game, Rat with a Cool Mohawk, to get its soul to exchange for a Pyromancy later. After that, just talk to the rat and join its covenant for our 13th achievement. Now we can finally get to the real shit of this section, starting with going through the gutter. Honestly, the gutter and the Black Gulch aren't as bad as most people make them out to be. They're both extremely short areas, and you can get through both of them in less than 10 minutes if you even kind of know the path. I'm definitely not excusing these awful statues, though. And I'm especially not excusing them locking up the second bonfire behind a petrified statue in the Scholar Edition. That is evil. Anyways, I speedrun through the area, grab this hex, and reach the Black Gulch. Find Lowkey and progress her quest. Grab a sorcery from this chest, this hex off the ground, and drop down to this cave. Kill the 2 giants for the key. And drop down and find Dark Diver Grandel. Unfortunately, this loser and his shitty quest are required for the 100%. Light the second bonfire, summon Lowkey, and fight the Rotten. Pretty easy fight to be honest, and we'll be very familiar with it by the end of the video. And then we light the Primal Bonfire for our 14th achievement. And now it's back to the Shaded Woods. Exhaust Benhart's dialogue for the gesture, and to progress his quest. And then I just continue till I hit the fork. talk to Creighton's bum ass, then hug the left wall in the fog and exhaust Vengarl's dialogue for a gesture and our 15th achievement. Keep hugging the left wall and you'll end up in Curse Central. Fuck this whole area. The vibes are amazing, but the enemies and the constant curse are crazy annoying. We free this lion mage from its petrification just to kill it and steal its key, and then go and visit the homie Tark and plot to murder his hot wife. And I guess God himself decided to punish me for that because just moments later, my mouse quit working.
Yo, I'm leaving this entire rant in the video. I don't care. This has nothing to do with Dark Souls 2. I got a new mouse because my other one slowly stopped working, and I could tell it was slowly stopped working. So I bought a new one as a backup for when it went out. And the left click stopped working on my other one, so I brought it out. I thought it was going to be the exact same model, the Razer Basilisk 3. And instead, they send me the same model with some extra buttons and a bright ass RGB light on it. I don't want your ugly ass RGB on the fucking scroll wheel, dude. Oh my god. And then, if I want to turn it off, it's not just a button on the fucking bottom of the mouse like you might think, like any fucking, sane, reasonable person would, enable it as. I have to install their piece of shit fucking software. Oh my god. Bomb every tech company. Oh, and I have to do a system restart now. Oh my god. Capitalism nightmare chamber I've been forced to live in, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god.
After sorting that mess out and turning off that goddamn light, I free the homie Ornifex and find Dark Diver Grandel again. God, I hate this guy. Ransack his place for a spell, then summon Tark the Goat and fight Scorpioness Nashka. Once we finish the fight, we can go back and see Tark for a gesture. Then we head through probably the lamest area in the game, the Doors of Pharos. There's nothing particularly wrong with this area, but there's also nothing in the area at all. We grab a Hex, fight a rabies-infested Sif wannabe, and then move on to Brightstone Cave Seldora. I should also mention that somewhere around here is where the Gathering of Exiles achievement popped. We summon Benhart for the world's easiest boss fight, and then get crushed by a boulder. We summon Benhart again and actually go fight the boss. By a creepy dude's miracles, go visit Ornifex, definitely on purpose, and then go and fight the worst boss in the game. I hate Freya. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her.
Fuck you, Freya. Holy shit.
We kill the Duke, kill Vengarl and steal his fit, and light the primal bomb. God damn it. We get interrupted by the worst final boss in the series, and then we can finally light the primal bonfire for our 17th achievement. And after all that, it's finally time to make our way to Drang Lake Castle. After opening up the big-ass door, we exhaust Yapper Welliger's dialogue for the first of 4 times in this video for a gesture, and grab the bonfire. Open the back left door in this hell of a room and discover Dark Diver Grandel for the 3rd time for our 18th achievement. Talk to the 2nd worst final boss in the series and pulverize the twin Dick Riders. Talk to Benhart again and then summon him so we can fight one of the few bosses in this game I actually really like, the Looking Glass Knight. I don't even have a joke for this guy, it's just actually a really good boss fight with a cool gimmick. Defeating him gives us our 19th achievement, another spell that I forgot to grab, and access to the most overhyped area in the series, the Shrine of Amana. Listen, I'm not going to pretend the Shrine of Amana isn't an objectively awful, unfun, and dogshit experience, because it is. But I do think it's been extremely overhyped. I felt the same way about Blighttown and the Bed of Chaos. Maybe I'm just cracked, but it wasn't really that bad. It didn't take much longer to get through than most other areas. There's a bunch of items hidden in the water that we need for the 100%, but other than that, it's nothing too crazy. Then we beat the Demon a Song and get the hell out of there. I hate the Undead Crypt. Luckily, there isn't a whole lot we need to do here. Fight Velstadt.
What the fuck was that?
And pick up the King's Ring for our 20th achievement.
Cool, and that's the King's Ring. Where did you come from?
We make a pit stop in Majula to max out our weapon for our 21st achievement.
Cool, Supreme Weapon.
And then it's on to Aldia's Keep. Immediately after entering, we meet Lukatiel. I mash through her dialogue until she gives me her armor and our 22nd achievement.
Thank you. What the fuck? Whoa. What? I've never seen it do that. That's fucking cool. And it's just gone now. Okay, that part's lame. I do wish it would stick around. Because that skeleton was really what brought the entire area together.
Then I head inside, I grab a couple spells I need, and then fight the boss. I know I've been speedrunning through the past few areas, but there's really nothing interesting to say about any of them. At least when it comes to this video.
Fuck you, Guardian Dragon.
The dragon area is visually one of the coolest areas in the game. But it's one of my least favorite to actually navigate.
This was the area that really motivated me to quit most recently in Scholar of the First Sin. So we'll see how this goes.
But I push through and get to the dragon shrine. We only need a few things here. The petrified egg, crystal magic weapon sorcery, and the ashen mist heart. And that's it, we're done here. Afterwards, I head to the Iron Keep and deliver the egg to this guy, who lets me join his covenant. But the covenant and the ashen mist heart give us an achievement, bringing us up to 24. Then it's on to the giant memories. We speedrun Memory of Oro for the soul, and then head to Memory of Jay to take down the giant lord. And then Memory of Vamar, where we inherit Captain Drummond's equipment for our 25th achievement, and get what was supposed to be our last gesture. But I missed one.
Come on. Shut up. Thank you. Give me your gesture. Why did I not get the gesture, Maestro? Which gesture am I missing? Oh, dual bow is the one I'm missing. Is that seriously it? I just didn't click the learn gesture button from him.
I grab the giant soul and then quickly go and find the last gesture I'm missing for our 26th achievement.
There we go, Gesture Maestro. Got it.
I forgot to inherit Benhart's equipment, but we'll be back to do that in a bit. So we're done with the memories for now. And now it's time to put Vendrick down like the bum loser that he is.
Are we fucking serious? Oh my god. Okay.
Finally. Sit your bitch ass down, you lame ass king. You will never, ever, ever be Gwyn. And you only. Oh no, that's 108,000. I totally thought that was 10,000.
And now we're on to the end of the game.
This is actually where I dropped the game in Scholar. I dropped it on the final boss because I never beat Vendrick. And like, that was it. That was the last thing I needed to do. I needed to beat Vendrick and then I could come here. I even beat the Throne Watchers. I just didn't beat Vendrick or Nashandra. God, you are gross as fuck. I will say, I have enjoyed this playthrough a lot more than my Scholar playthrough. The bar is in hell, but... Yo, she's easy as fuck. What? Yeah, that was easy. Nashandra, yeah, that was, definitely the boss of all time. Shut the fuck up, Aldia. Show up so I can beat your ass. There we go, finally. Fuck. Fuck you, Aldia. Fucking Aldia. Bottom 3 characters ever. In anything, ever. Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. I wasn't playing Scholar. Yes, exactly what I wanted. 7 minutes of unskippable credits. Yes! Oh, the perfect ending. Thank you, Dark Souls 2.
Up until now, this has been a pretty normal playthrough of Dark Souls 2. But here's where the real grinding begins. First, let's clean up a few of the achievements we missed, and get everything we can to progress a few others. First stop, the Pilgrims of Dark Covenant. Lucky for us, maxing out our devotion to this covenant is relatively easy. Just find Grandel in all 3 of his spots, complete his trial in each one of them, and beat the Dark Lurker. Doing this gives us a required spell, and gives us our 29th achievement for maxing a Covenant's rank.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, Dark Lurker. Holy shit, suck my dick. Bro, give me the climax spell.
After that, I went and bought all the spells, pyromancies, miracles, and hexes that I possibly could, so I was only missing a few. And then I talked to this weird goblin thing and told it I'd join its covenant, only to leave it a couple minutes later. And I don't know where I went in my footage, but I also paid Kale, McDuff, and Benhart visits for their achievements. Second stop, the Belfry Gargoyles. Again. Using a bonfire ascetic bumps the area around the bonfire you used it to the next New Game Plus cycle, and defeating the gargoyles in New Game Plus rewards a covetous gold serpent ring +2, which we're really gonna want as soon as possible. After that, this weird dude behind a magic wall tells me to go kill a bunch of people, but I've already done all their quest lines in order to keep them alive, so he just gives me a bunch of free stuff. I do dispose of this lady though, entirely unrelated to the guy's demands. She just deserved it.
Bitch, blow your head off. God damn.
And this is where the grueling part of the 100% really starts. For the first part of the grind, I need to kill 30 red phantoms while in the Bellkeeper Covenant. I could do this online against other players, but the mere idea of winning 30 matches of Dark Souls 2 PvP makes me want to blast my nuts off with a shotgun. So I opted for the offline method, which is just as time consuming, but far less agonizing, especially with how I did it. To start the grind route, teleport to Belfry Soul and climb this ladder. Be sure to kill all the dwarfs so they don't respawn after enough times, then run over here and check this corner. There's a 25% chance that a red phantom will spawn. If it doesn't, teleport back to the bonfire and do it again. Over and over and over again, until you win a 1 in 4 chance 30 times. Now, how did I personally make this easier? Well, it's simple. I got super high and watched YouTube on my second monitor while I did it. Anyways, it took me about 4 hours of grinding to get all 30 kills. Extremely unlucky, but it's whatever.
I'm done. I'm done. Oh, that was 4.5 hours. Oh my god.
I got high to make that more interesting. That's how fucking boring that was, dude.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's see if I can figure out what I gotta do next.
And after that, it was finally time to start New Game Plus. But this is where I seriously messed up. The best spot in original Dark Souls 2 to farm sunlight metals, another Covenant item we need to 100%, is at the very start of the game, using the game's starting point as the spawn point. In New Game Plus, there are 4 falconers surrounding the area, which drop the sunlight metals.
That's one.
Dark Souls 2 has a hidden mechanic where it stops enemies from respawning after you kill them enough times, unless you join the Company of Champions Covenant, which I forgot to do before starting New Game Plus. So I'd have to wait until the next New Game Plus cycle to farm them. Not a big deal, since we have to go to New Game Plus Plus for the 100% anyways, but it's still annoying. But this is where I really messed up. After making it to Majula, I joined the Company of Champions at the start of the game, so I wouldn't forget to later. But when you're in this covenant, you take 50% more damage and deal 20% less. I played the rest of the game like this. I'm not the smartest. Anyways, I quickly play through the game, grab the Master of Sorcery and Hexes achievements, beat Nishandra, and sit through the 7-minute long credits.
Got it. Chaos Storm. I'm missing Soul Bolt. Chest after Looking Glass Knight.
Defeating him gives us our 19th achievement, another spell that I forgot to grab, and access to the most overhyped area in the series.
Okay. Master of Hexes.
Let's fucking go. Okay. We're getting there. And this should be the last spell. Yup, Master of Sorcery. We're so back. 2 more. I think all I gotta do is beat the game and then New Game Plus 1 more time and I'm done.
Come on, just kill her.
There she goes. And according to the guide, I don't have to fight Aldia. Okay, I can just pick my ending. Oh, I have to defeat Aldia to pick the other ending. I see. Oh well. Get me the fuck out of here.
Now we only have 2 achievements left. Unfortunately, this is where the Sunlight Metal grind begins. I make sure I'm in the company of champions, start up the next New Game Plus, and begin the 6-hour-long CBT session. Seriously, 6 straight hours of killing these same 4 enemies over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until I get 30 sunlight medals. I just employed the same method I did as when I grinded out the other Covenant, but it was still agonizing. But after 6 long hours, I finally get my 30th sunlight medal.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Oh, the final one. Oh my god. Finally. Holy shit. And take this shit off.
After that, I speedrun through the game one final time. Make a pit stop at the Sunlight Altar to offer up my Sunlight medals one at a time because this game sucks. And pay cocksucker Welliger a visit to buy his New Game Plus Plus Miracle and Pyromancy, which gives us our final 3 achievements.
There we go. And boom, boom, boom. There it is. All of them. Oh, I'm done. I am done. Holy fuck. Oh, I gotta do it all again. I gotta do it one more time. I gotta do it all one more time. Oh, and it's gonna be on the worst version. Oh, God. But I'm halfway done. Holy fuck. That was terrible.
Now, if I was a smart YouTuber, I'd be done with the video here. I could be happy I'm done, edit the video, and get it uploaded. Unfortunately, according to many of my friends, I am severely masochistic, so I'm only halfway done. But just the idea of playing another 60 hours of an even worse version of Dark Souls 2 right now was enough to make me feel physically ill, so I decided to take a break for a few weeks. By 100%ing Dark Souls 3 instead. What is wrong with me? The run in Scholar is largely the same as everything you've seen so far, so I won't make you sit through another entire section exactly like it. Instead, I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the actually different part, the DLC. Unlike normal Dark Souls 2, the DLC is actually required for the 100% in Scholar. You don't need to complete any of them except for the Crown of the Old Iron King, but all 3 do have a lot of items that you need to collect in them. It was actually my first time playing through the DLCs, and honestly, I really enjoyed the Old Iron King DLC. The other 2 were kind of buns, especially the Sunken King. Despite having one of the coolest settings in the series, playing through it made me want to experience petrification firsthand just to put me out of my misery.
Dude. Oh my god. Who thought of this? What the fuck? Who thought of this? Why is he healing again? Why is he healing again? This sucks, dude. Oh, sit the fuck down. Fuck you. You knock off Havel. Suck my fucking dick. Who the fuck gave this man 5 Estus flasks? Don't tell me that was optional. Dark Greatsword, okay. It was worth it.
Luckily, I decided to do the Old Iron King next, which was amazing. Navigating the Broom Tower was a bit of a struggle, and making sure I got every smelter wedge was kind of annoying, but other than that, it was super fun. The Fume Knight is an amazing boss fight. I know I always rocked his sword in Dark Souls 3 for a reason.
And you just signed your death warrant, buddy. Sit the fuck down. 5 tries, not bad.
Sir Alon is great too, even if some of his hitboxes are a little questionable.
Oh my fucking god. Oh, I almost first tried him. Oh my god, I almost first tried him. That would have been legendary, dude. Come on.
Doesn't matter though, because I no-hit him on my winning attempt, and I got the special death animation.
Sit down, Sir Alon. Oh, I did it hitless! I did it hitless! He commits seppuku! Suck my dick!
And after that, I did the Crown of the Ivory King, where nothing happened. Like, literally. I got the few spells I needed, grabbed the Symbol of Avarice, and I got out of there. Once I was done with the DLCs, though, it was back to the grind. Yes, I did do the Bell and Sunlight Metal grinding again. I know it might be kind of hard to tell because my dumbass wore the same armor and used the similar weapon, but I did. I used a different katana in Scholar, and in the normal version I had a +5 Estus Flask, where in Scholar I only had a +3. And I had to do them both sober this time, so I was bored out of my mind for 10 hours.
Oh my god, I'm done. Holy shit, finally I'm done. Oh my god.
Now at this point, I was at my wit's end. I had people genuinely questioning if I was okay. But I pushed through, and I quickly speedran the game 1.5 more times in order to reach Cuckold Welliger in New Game Plus Plus and buy his remaining spells. In order to do this, I played the game normally once, and then on my third playthrough, I killed the Rotten 15 times. For those that don't know, the door to Dranglite Castle opens under 2 conditions. Obviously it'll open if you collect all 4 Lord Souls, but it'll also open if you collect over 3 million souls in your current playthrough. So that's what I did.
We're so back. Invaded by Dark Spirit Forlorn. Of fucking course I am. Of fucking course I am. I hate this game. Even right at the fucking finish line, it has to bend me over the counter and stretch my holes, dude. This game sucks.
Okay, I don't care. I don't... Sell me your shit, dude. I don't care. Oh my god, that's it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm never playing this game again. Holy shit. Fuck this game. Oh my god.
And that's it. That's both versions of Dark Souls 2 100%ed. This video took me about 120 hours to record, and even more than that to edit. I'm still not too sure how I should be structuring 100% videos, but I hope you enjoyed it anyways. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like, subscribe, and maybe even join the Discord if you're feeling like it. We got a pretty awesome community over there. If there are any other games you'd like to see me torture myself with, then leave your suggestions down below. Anyways, I've wasted enough of your time. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.